If you're like me, you've read a lot of books, but how many of them do you actually reread? Today, I'm breaking down the 5 books that I come back to every couple years, because they aren't just good, they're life-changing. Let's dive in. In the Brotherhood Beyond Business, we talk a lot about becoming the CEO of your own life. One of the key domains for that is called personal evolution, which means consistently learning, growing, and applying knowledge. One of the best ways to do that is to reread the books that have already transformed your mindset. Let's dive into 5 books I reread every couple years. First one up is Essentialism. This book is about the disciplined pursuit of less but better. It teaches you how to eliminate distractions, say no to things that don't align with your highest priorities, and focus only on the things that truly matter, that move the needle in life and business. I consistently reread it because I have a tendency to take on too much. This book reminds me that more isn't better, better is better. Every time I reread it, I find ways to simplify my commitments and create more meaningful impact with less effort. All right, next we're going to discuss Chop Wood, Carry Water. This is one I usually listen to on Audible. This book is written as a parable, and it's the story of a young man training to become a samurai. The core lesson is mastery is found in small, repetitive actions done daily. Chop wood, carry water. Showing up and putting in the work. Why I reread it is because it enforces the do the work philosophy. It's easy to get caught up in big picture goals, but real success happens on consistent daily habits. Every time I read this book, I reground myself in those daily commitments and consistent, steady routine. Next book up, The 7 Daily Effective Habits of Highly Effective People. I honestly usually listen to this book on Audible as well because I've listened to it so many times, and Stephen Covey actually does the reading, which gives it a little bit more impact as he has passed on, but he's just a great storyteller. This is one of the most foundational personal development books of all time. It lays out the 7 core habits that affect how you operate both personally and professionally by shifting from reactive to proactive, focusing on what you can control, and building long-term success through intentional habits. I reread this book all the time, probably even more than every 2 years, probably every year, because it's the first personal development book I ever read that truly impacted every aspect of me from 16 years old and on. As I've gotten older, I've realized that every time I pick it up, I get new insight because I'm at a different stage in my life. And as Stephen wrote the book, it's really intentional that you will grow into these habits over time. And I've really noticed that as I continue to go back to that book year after year. The 4th book on our list is Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. This book is a book that I recommend to my team members a lot because I really think that each one of them needs to take ownership for their responsibility in life, but also in our businesses. It's written by former Navy SEALs, and they force you to take an extreme commitment in every aspect of business and personal life. No excuses, no blaming, just taking radical accountability for every action in your life and everything that's happening around you. The reason I reread it consistently is it's really easy as a business owner to fall into the victim mindset that pops up whenever something goes wrong. This book slaps me back into reality instantly. It reminds me that no matter what happens, good or bad, that I control my response to it, how I lead my team and myself. And the last book we're going to talk about is $100 Million Leads by Hormozi. This book breaks down the strategies and systems needed to create scalable leads. It's hands down one of the most practical business books ever written, packed with actionable frameworks to increase revenue. I reread it probably every month right now. It's still a relatively new book, but I read it quite often because we are still in that lead generation process. So because of that, it's a consistent book in my routine all the time. For most business owners, as you know, that lead generation is not a one and done problem. I use the book to refine my approach, implement new strategies, and to make sure our team is maximizing our results in marketing and lead generation efforts. Before we continue, I want to talk about the Brotherhood Beyond Business. If you're an entrepreneurial man and you want to take your life to the next level, not just your business, but every aspect of your life, then this is the right program for you. We focus on becoming the CEO of your own life. For men who are tired of sacrificing their family, health, and personal fulfillment in the chase of business success. When you join, you'll get access to a community of like-minded men who hold each other accountable to living their best lives. And it all just starts with a simple fit and vision call. Click your link in the description below to schedule yours today. Let's build the life you've always wanted together. You might be wondering why I reread the same books. Here's why. It's a refresher on ideas I may have drifted from. It holds me accountable to some of the ideas that I might have not put in place. Life is consistently changing. In over 2 years, I find that I notice things I didn't before. If a book was that impactful the first time, why not get more information from it? Not a big reader? Try these tips. Listen to audiobooks while driving, walking, or doing chores. Read 10 physical pages as part of your morning or bedtime routine. Join a book club. Whether it's in person with local friends or online, accountability helps. Pair it with an activity like no TV time at the end of the night. So here's my challenge to you. Start rereading your favorite books. Pick one that changed your life and give it another go. You'll be surprised how much you pick up this time around. And if you want to level up every area of life with other driven men, click the link in the description below and sign up for your Fit and Vision call for the Brotherhood Beyond Business. Let's get after it.